Hey everybody, one that always bored, never boring. We have a slightly unusual video today. We're not going to be looking at any board games, but I have some news which is exciting. Probably only to me, but I hope you will take 5 minutes to indulge me. I guess most people have never wondered where the always bored, never boring unicorn comes from, or why I have used it as my channel mascot and logo since the very start. But if you have ever thought about it, the unicorn is something very special to me. In another lifetime, I wrote novels for young adults, including a trilogy of fantasy novels called The Legend Riders. The concept behind the trilogy was that in each book, one of a group of friends would discover a legendary creature and learn to ride it, so that by the end of the series they had formed a fighting force known as the Legend Riders. In the first book, the main character found a dragon. In the second book, his younger sister found a unicorn, and in the final installment, his best friend learned to ride a winged horse. The second book, The Unicorn Rider, was always my favourite. I felt the story hit its stride at that point, and unicorns are my favourite mythical creature anyway. Yes, I like them even more than werewolves. For the cover of that book, I worked with my wife and my good friend James Lloyd to create a unicorn emblem, and it is that emblem that would eventually become the branding for Always Bored Never Boring. Why? Well, you may have heard me talk about board games as boxes filled with stories. I think the true beauty of a board game is that it gives you the tools to create your own tales. Sometimes they are the tales of things that happen within the game, saving the world, destroying the dragons, surviving the apocalypse. And sometimes they are the tales of what happens around the table with your family and friends. As a storyteller, that is the aspect of gaming that has always appealed to me the most. That idea of being able to create a moment, a memorable instance of joy, with the people you care about. There are games of Legends of Andor, Hero Quest and Dungeon Quest that I still talk about with my friends when we get together, years after the event. So it seemed only natural to me that when I started a YouTube channel about board games, I should port across my cherished unicorn emblem from the cover of my book. It was a symbol of the path I had journeyed to get to this point, and a symbol of my love for mythology, legends, fantasy and storytelling. Most of all, as something I had created with my wife and my friend, it was a symbol of the importance of the people in my life I care about and who support me in whatever I try to do. And I am very precious about my unicorn. But it is starting to look a little dated. I published The Unicorn Rider over 10 years ago, and sometimes, as painful as it is, change has to happen. That brings us to the here and now. I have been very honoured to have the opportunity to work with the incredibly talented graphic designer Nicholas Torres, who has put up with my insecurities, idiosyncrasies and idiotic ideas to furnish the channel with a brand new logo. So without further ado, I am very proud to present the all-new, always bored and never boring unicorn. I think Nicholas has done a fantastic job here. He knew I was resistant to change, nervous about moving to a new design, and what he came up with modernises the concept but maintains the feel of what came before. The pose is similar, the essence and energy, it's just cleaner, crisper and more modern. Having a stylish new logo is doing absolutely nothing for my imposter syndrome, but I am very happy with it nonetheless. This new logo is going to become the new banner on the channel, and you will also notice the channel logo and my avatar in the comments changing accordingly as well. I'm also looking at converting this logo into some more reward badges for the members of the Always Bored Never Boring Members Club to use when they leave comments. Maybe I'll do some emojis for them too. But of course, the most important thing is a new logo means a new dice tray. And we all know what that means. It's time to film a new opening. You know what we need. All ones. And this time, we're using 4 dice. Well, that's perfectly fitting. Always bored, never boring. Still failing, but now with more style. Huge thanks to Nicholas for all of his hard work, and thank you to all of you for watching. Do please consider liking the video, the algorithm loves a like, and if you aren't already subscribing, do please consider doing so. And hopefully, I will see you all again very soon. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.